And I also have skin cancer on my nose. That is what a basal cell carcinoma looks like, in case anybody is wondering. If you have a wound on your skin that does not heal, just this weepy, bleedy, scabby thing, go to the dermatologist. Don't wait 15 years like I did, because they're going to be chopping up a big freaking part of my nose here pretty soon. So I'm going to go out into the sun and run around and exercise. Great idea, right? Can't believe I have skin cancer. Hi guys, I wanted to preface this video and then I'm going to be coming back in to finish the video off. So here I am in my bedroom. It's pouring rain outside, so if you hear some sort of rainy sounds, that's what it is. My goodness, what a weekend, what a crazy couple of days, right? So I'm going to preface this video by saying the first part of the video that you watch, where I'm in my car about to get my stitches removed from my nose, that was 2 days ago, and everything has changed since then. So please take some of the stuff I'm saying with a little grain of salt. Talking specifically about the coronavirus, things are rapidly changing, and I don't want you to think that anything I was saying now it may seem insensitive or just flat out wrong, because stuff has changed so quickly. Everything has changed, guys. This is like, I can't believe this is even happening. Anyway, so just take what I'm saying here in this first part with a little grain of salt, and then I will meet you back here and give you an update on the old schnozola. Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome to my first post-apocalyptic coronavirus 2020 vlog. I do have a little cough. What if I have it? Honestly, I swear I feel like I already had it last month when I was so super sick. Remember that? Remember me vlogging about that? Anywho, I am at the dermatologist today, getting the stitches removed from my biopsy. I didn't ever really talk about my biopsy, and here I am about to get the stitches removed. So I'm really early. I don't know what I was thinking. I left like an hour early to come to this appointment because I needed to go get Starbucks. The Starbucks line had nobody in it because no one is here. No one is out. No one is doing anything, except my dermatologist is right next to a Sam's Club. So just getting like past the Sam's Club took like 5 minutes just from people trying to pull into the parking lot. And I want to like roll down my window and yell to them, they're probably out of everything that you're looking for. So there's really no point. Good luck though. So last Saturday, today is Saturday again, the 14th. Last Saturday, I came in for my biopsy. It was okay. It was, I guess, I don't know, better or worse than I expected. It wasn't either. I didn't really expect anything. I didn't know what to expect. So for anyone watching this, because you are going to be getting a skin cancer biopsy, I will be perfectly honest about the whole process. Like everything, I'm always honest about everything. The injection to numb it was the worst part. Obviously it's worth it because you don't want to feel them cutting something off of your skin. But I mean, it burned, it stung, it felt like an injection on my face, which is never pleasant, you know? But you know, it only lasts a second and then it gets numb. I always have this fear that somebody's gonna numb me with something, but then it's not really gonna feel numb. Like I'm gonna still be able to feel it, and I'm gonna have to be like, it hurts still. And I think I have that fear because when I had my wisdom teeth removed, they didn't fully knock me out all the way until like they were starting to cut, and I wasn't knocked out all the way, and I had to be like, I'm awake, because my IV wasn't in right. Anyway, that's a whole other story. So the nose numbing was fine. I was completely numb. It only took, a minute or two of them messing with my nose, told me to close my eyes, which is always kind of weird because I tend to as soon as I stop feeling like somebody pushing on it, I would open my eyes. They'd be like, keep your eyes closed. I'm like, okay, sorry. It's just a reaction to want to see what's going on. So there's some tugging and pushing and pulling, but didn't feel anything. Then they stitched me up. I have 3 stitches, I believe. I don't think you can really see it. It's all shiny because there's an antibiotic ointment that they gave me, a prescription to put on it. So it's got this goo on it. They said to leave it uncovered, let the air hit it so that it heals well. I could have put a Band-Aid on it to leave the house. They said that's fine, but for the most part, I haven't. I've just been walking around with some blue stitches in my face, but I don't really go anywhere anyway. So just to drop off Bo at school or take him to physical therapy. That's pretty much all I do all week as far as leaving the house. So that's no big deal. It's just a biopsy. Somebody asks what's on your nose, which literally no one has asked that. So yeah, it was a week ago. They sent in the biopsy, the little chunk on my nose. I have a strong feeling that there's a lot of cancer on my nose. Just because I got some redness over here. I got another lump over here. I got this thing right here. There's just a lot going on. And so I'm trying to be optimistic, but I'm also trying to be realistic. So either way, it's not the end of the world. It's not similar in any way to melanoma. Doesn't look like melanoma. It doesn't have the characteristics of melanoma. Melanoma wouldn't have lasted this long without making other symptoms, because I've literally had this for more than 10 years. I've had it as long as I've known Blake, and that's 2011. It's 2020 now, so that's 9 years right there. But I've definitely had it way longer than that, maybe even 5 years longer than that. So it may have been somewhere around 15 years of having this on my face. So melanoma wouldn't have lasted that long without just killing me. So it's not melanoma. It looks like a basal cell carcinoma. That's what they said from the beginning. That's what it looks like. Of course, they couldn't just diagnose it just by looking at it, especially for the insurance. They had to send in the biopsy. So last week was the biopsy. Now it's the stitches removal. And I still don't have the results of the biopsy. They said it would take 7 to 10 business days. So it's only been 5 business days. So I don't know anything yet. I'm just getting the stitches out and going home, basically, I'm assuming. They said they could get the results in early. So I guess there's a small chance that they have them in there and just going to tell me in person. But I don't think so. Especially just the way the world is right now. There's probably a shortage of lab technicians. Because everybody has to work at home. I wonder if you can dissect some biopsies at home, from home. Can they work from home? Don't think so. So that's the story with the skin cancer as of yet. Hopefully it's just not too bad and they don't have to take off a ton of my face. I mean, that's really all I'm worried about at this point, is having to have the skin flap surgery where they take a big piece of your forehead and pull it down onto your nose and sew it, and then you gotta leave it attached while it heals for a long time. It's a gruesome thing. But if I do have to have an extensive surgery on my face, Blake is home from now until at least April 20th, although some other teachers at his school are sort of vocally guessing that they might be out for the rest of the year. They might finish off the year technically doing online classes. I don't know how well that's going to work for the students, for the kids. Might just be the longest summer vacation of all time. They are not extending into summer at his school district. They have announced that they're switching to online learning and they're not extending the year. He's still getting paid. This counts. So yeah, Blake is home for well over a month, possibly more, because you just never know how things are gonna unravel here. So if I do have to get some sort of extensive face surgery, I mean, we all got to kind of stay home right now anyway, and Blake is home to watch the kids or to take them wherever they need to go, and we're all supposed to be laying low anyway. So really, it is the perfect time of year, conditions, scenario, worst case scenario in the world right now to have something like this done. Because I was worried, like, if I had this like big skin flap attached to my face, like I can't be taking the kids to preschool, like scaring all the children, you know, walking in like the Elephant Man with the big trunk stuck to my face. Hopefully I'm going to be getting back into like vlogging my weight loss stuff. I've been just doing this 37 by 37 and it's, you know, taking up my time, I guess, or the time that I would normally be using to vlog. So anyway, Blake's home now, so I'm going to be able to be much more active on social media and YouTube and all that because now I have help at home every single day. So it's great. It's great for me, and he still gets paid, so it's even greater. But I know it's not great for a lot of people right now. So, you know, help thy neighbor, love one another, and be kind to each other. Talk to your elderly neighbors, your elderly family members. Make sure they have everything. You don't need toilet paper. They do. They need hand sanitizer. They need food. Don't make any of them go to the grocery store. They shouldn't be going to the grocery store. Get groceries for your friends and neighbors. Anyone you know who is recovering from cancer or has cancer or a compromised immune system in any way, go help them. They're the ones that need help right now. Be a fountain, not a drain. Okay? Do good. Contribute in a positive way to your society. End rant. I'll see you next time. Be a fountain, not a drain. Bye, everyone. Okay, so I'm back here in, I'm back here in my room, my bedroom, in my bed. So the day I was vlogging, which you were just watching, when I was getting my stitches removed, when I got in there, they actually did have my biopsy results. I wasn't expecting them, but they got them early. And guess what? I have skin cancer. It was a basal cell carcinoma, or it is a basal cell carcinoma. As you can see right now, they're still kind of like, I'm healing pretty well, but they're going to be cutting, they're going to be slicing and dicing me. You know, they told me the results, and then all of a sudden now there's like a team of like 5 people in the office all talking about the game plan. Thankfully, my dermatologist came in and sort of like took one look at me, and he was like, we're going to get the best plastic surgeon in your medical group to do the repair. He's going to dig all the cancer out, and then I'm going to have a really good plastic surgeon apparently doing the repair, which kind of instantly put me more at ease. It was just very like surreal because it's like now all of a sudden I do have a form of cancer. Thank God it is not an extremely aggressive, deadly form of skin cancer. It is the one that the majority of the older women in my family have had plenty of these cut off of them. My mom has had basal cell carcinomas just throughout the entire family. My dad has had 2 melanomas removed, much more scary. And actually his skin cancer situation is what made me finally go to the dermatologist, because I was 1000% in denial with myself that at age 36 I'm still 36 for a week, that at age 36 I could possibly have skin cancer. I just, you know, see my mom having these basal cell things, and so I had this, it looked like a scar on my nose. It was like a shiny white scar. Let's see if I can, it looked very similar to this there. So this is gonna be next, because this looked just like this for like 10 years at least. Every now and then it would, like, if my skin was really dry, usually like in the fall and winter, it would seem to kind of like crack open and bleed. And then it would heal and it would just look like a scar again. And that was going off and on for a really long time. Man, it is really pouring outside. Then recently, in the last, still though, it's been like a couple years now, it's mostly been like a scab. kind of a festering wound on my face, and I let it go for like 3 years or 2 years maybe in that condition. And that's when I'm like really stupid, because it's like I have a thing on my face that's not healing ever. It doesn't heal. It's a scab that just keeps bleeding all the time. Like, what was I thinking? And even when I was first getting checked, she was like, it looks suspicious. It looks concerning. It looks like a basal cell carcinoma. I think I said all that she just kind of knew what it was before they even did the biopsy, because it was the classic example of a basal cell carcinoma. And she said, the only thing on your skin bleeds and never heals is skin cancer. And I was like, great. There's a lot of other moving parts happening right now. Obviously, I have to get insurance to approve everything. There has to be a referral for the plastic surgeon. All of that has to go through. Right now, because of, well, just in general, because of coronavirus, all elective surgeries and procedures like this are just on hold right now. So really, it's not going to happen anytime soon. They tentatively scheduled me for April 30th or something around there. But that was pending. First, I have to get a consultation with the plastic surgeon. That'll be its own separate appointment where they just talk about, I'm assuming, all of the what ifs, like, because with this kind of procedure, this is a Mohs surgery. Mohs, is that how they pronounce it? Mohs. They cut what they can see. They like dissect it into pieces, and then they look at it under the microscope right then and there. And then if any of those pieces are showing cancer, then they go back in, they cut more. And then they look at that, and then they go cut more and cut more. I've been watching videos on it, actually, because I'm like sick and twisted like that. But it also, like, having all of the knowledge first, even watching the gross videos and stuff, makes me, if I know what to expect and I have all the information, it makes me feel so much better. I do not like the unknown. I want to know what I'm going into, So as they're removing it, there's no way to tell right now just by looking at me exactly how much cancer is on my face. One of the dermatologists, it's just like a team, she was like, give it to me straight. How much do we think is going to be taken off? And she was like, there's absolutely no way to tell. She was like, I just had a patient a few days ago. She had just like a pinpoint amount showing on her forehead, and they had to take like half of her forehead skin off. And I was like, dang, that's shitty. And the nose is just a horrible place to have this, because there's not a lot of skin. There's not a lot of skin to work with. So I'm sure the plastic surgeon will tell me all about like the different kinds of skin flap procedures. Skin graft is possibly an option. We'll see. That's what is just likely based on the research that I've done. They said in their office they do skin grafts a lot. They'll take skin off of the collarbone, put it on the nose. But that's what they do, the dermatologist. The plastic surgeon might have a whole other, method. So since they're pulling in like a team for me, I'm really happy about that. I'm very thankful for that. Thankful for my insurance that that's an option. So I'll have the consultation with the plastic surgeon and go from there. And then those two offices, the dermatologist and the plastic surgeon, will work out the date for the actual procedure. But as coronavirus is just so exponentially getting worse as every single day passes, obviously I'm assuming there's no chance it's going to happen until summer. I don't see it happening in April. I likely won't even get the consultation with the plastic surgeon anytime soon, just because, like, honestly, a hospital is not a good place to even be at right now, if you're sick or healthy. So anyway, that's what's going on with my skin cancer. I have skin cancer. Sucks so much. And so now that I have skin cancer, I am going to have to go to the dermatologist and get rechecked every 6 months for the rest of my life, They told me that. And I know if you get melanoma, you go even more often, because my dad has to go, I think, every 90 days for the rest of his life. And there are some other suspicious things. I have a weird mole on my hip that they want to cut off. We're going to start talking about this one. And I've got like a couple of these like white dots that look like the very start of the same kind of basal cell thing. I got this thing on my face. My skin is a mess, you guys. Wear sunscreen. Don't go in tanning beds. I have done tanning beds before in my life. I was never like really addicted to them or anything. I went a few times. Now I regret that. Never in a million years did I think I would actually have skin cancer in my 30s. It sucks. It sucks. And I'm very worried that my face is just going to be mutilated. But then again, like I am and I'm not. It's very strange. Like I was having a pity party about it like that day. I feel so much better knowing I'm going to have a plastic surgeon doing the reconstruction part. And I'm just hopeful that the amount they have to take off is small. That's all I can hope for right now. It's very slow growing, so even waiting a few months because of this whole coronavirus thing, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But if I wait too long, it just literally eats off your face. It's basically what he said. Like, he said it would eat your entire face. I'm like, awesome, wonderful. It's just, it's a weird time. We're going through a weird time right now. Like I said in my car clips, I am still trying to talk about weight loss and stuff, but that is a little bit on hold right now. All right. Stay healthy and safe, everyone. Bye.